always want to record this and make sure I don't miss something pretty awesome. Fletching experience useless. Double spin ticket. Alright, 100 coal. Whatever. Agility and ranged. Okay, actually those two lamps are pretty useful right there. Okay, so we got 3 medium lamps, so I guess we're gonna overload on a little bit of experience here. 10k, 27k. That was a total of about 40k. Okay, so what is going on, everyone? Today I'm going to cover the new Ascension dungeon BTS video. For basically what I saw on this was a really cool new area in RuneScape, which involves a lot of social slayer aspects of the game, which weren't really, it wasn't that big of an update when you look back on it, and that's kind of sad. But at the same time, it looks to be a pretty cool update. We got all our stuff here. Okay. And I'm looking forward to it. And here's why. Okay, so they said it was a Slayer dungeon that comes with a really cool story. Now the story fits into the 6th age because they are experimenting on humans that they've stolen and trying to get them to godhood or something like that. And that sounds really cool. It almost kind of ties into the Slisk storyline. And for those of you who did World Wakes knows that he pretty much ascended to godhood by killing Gothics with the Staff of Armadale. And that was a spoiler alert, but we gotta get over it now. Honestly, if there were crying Gothics trees a couple months ago, you should be expecting to see or hear that he's dead. I mean, come on. Okay, so anyway, the enemies, they almost kind of play off the Polypore dungeon-like aspect to me, because when I saw them, I realized, I'm like, yeah, these kind of look like the Polypore dungeon, because it almost looked like those creatures were based off of something that happened to them. And they look really cool. They're kind of crystalline, and it kind of makes me think about what the Elven City is going to kind of look like. I think that would be really cool to see. But anyway, I really do like how the enemies look. The overall layout of the dungeon, it kind of looks kind of plain. It looks like they desaturated the area in the Brimhaven the Brimhaven dungeon, and that's a little bit disappointing. It almost feels like, you know, they put a little bit less work into it. But at the same time, the enemies look really cool, and they're doing something different where they have a boss. And they only showed one boss in there, but I'm wondering if there's actually a couple more. They also did mention that, like the Canfest dungeon, you're going to need a higher Slayer level in order to actually access the back of the dungeon for extra spawns for yourself, and that's cool. I like how they do that. And probably the part that a lot of people got excited over, especially the ranged people, is they're coming out with level 90 range equipment, and that's dual-wielded Ascension crossbows. So that actually sounds pretty cool. It makes me want to probably get my range up to 90, which shouldn't take too long, seeing how it took a very little amount of time to get my defense and strength back up in that area. And overall, before this update comes out, I want to say I am looking forward to it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a disappointment, but I'm not going to put my money on it. I am really looking forward to a new way to train my range, because you're going to be able to use all sorts of abilities on it, and maybe that means they'll come out with an ability or two. That would be pretty cool. But I'm mostly looking forward to the storyline. The storyline is probably what intrigued me the most, because I'm really into the lore, and that's a really important part of the actual update to me. So, what's the most important part of the update that is known based on the BTS video so far? Comment below, let me know, and we'll see you guys all next time.